Welcome and good evening to the parents, family, and friends, and to you, most importantly, the class of 2019. After a spectacular senior year, you've arrived at the final milestone for your time at Minnetonka High School. I want to congratulate you on this accomplishment. You've had an amazing run at the helm, and as every class, you've raised the bar in each of the 4 A's: activities, arts, athletics, and academics. All this illustrated by the comments by Superintendent Peterson. Well done. Over the past year, I can think of many images that encapsulate these 4 A's. Of all of these, there's one single image that provoked happiness, inspiration, and class unity. Of course, I'm referring to, as you look at the screen, the infamous red button. We actually had to change the battery this year. The button, when pushed, unleashed unbridled enthusiasm across the land. And the anticipation leading up to it was equally enjoyable. This year's seniors, you have experienced and used up enough of these days that our current kindergarten students will likely not see some for years to come. As you move forward from here, your future snow days will be far and few between. But I encourage you to remember the essence of these snow days and what makes these special days so special. Unexpected time with family, friends, food, old episodes of Beyond 140, and of course Netflix. I encourage you to be weary of the trap of busyness and take time to create your own snow days. Class of 2019, as we gather for the last time, I'm honored to stand before you and share a few words. I've reflected on this message to you many times as the year unfolded. I've noticed a significant number of occasions our school staff, community members, your peers, the employees at the 50th floor of the IDS have said, what kind, respectful, and positive students you have. They tell me that our students can say please and thank you, even after taking a test. When all is said and done, these attributes of your character are ones that are certainly not on a transcript, but I would argue these will carry you farther than anything else. Go back with me to the fall of 1976. I was an AM kindergarten student at Valentine Hills Elementary School. As school ended at noon, I would arrive home, and my mom would have my lunch for me ready on the same plate that you now see on the screen. It is a miracle that this plate survived all of these years and is currently in my kitchen serving my own 3 children. With the recent discovery of this plate, there was a flood of memories, like my own zipper cardigan clothing phase of the 80s. Unfortunately, there's no photo of that. And the trolley rides to the lake make-believe land. All this, coupled with the release of the movie of the life and times of Fred Rogers, caused 2018 to be a big summer and set the stage for my conversation with you this fall. On this special plate, my lunch always consisted of a simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a glass of cold milk. My noontime entertainment was my favorite TV show, Mr. Rogers. Each episode quickly grabbed my attention, my curiosity, and my interest. In each moment, he intentionally, methodically, in such a caring way, delivered his messages of kindness, empathy, inclusivity, and the importance of strong and healthy relationships. Throughout his run on TV, his impetus for doing his show, his why was clear. He was driven to ensure all children are seen and heard and have a caring adult in their life. In each episode, Mr. Rogers broke barriers with his topics and helped children and adults understand the most complex issues in simple terms. His approach, in his own words, was to be simple and deep. There are episodes that still stand out to me. Mr. Rogers answered the question of how Crayola crayons were made. He also showcased the musical talent of Yo-Yo Ma. Mr. Rogers also handled more difficult topics, such as death of a pet, death of a family member, and divorce. He was about inclusivity. I can recall when Mr. Rogers introduced us to Jeff, a young boy in an electric wheelchair as a result of having multiple surgeries. Mr. Rogers allowed us to see Jeff as just another kid who felt joy, sadness, and fear like we all do at times. Mr. Rogers reinforced that emotions, no matter how big, are good and normal. Mr. Rogers' focus never wavered on the importance of feelings and expressing them in healthy and appropriate ways. He felt the healthy processing of feelings is a critical part of wellness. In 1969, he appeared before the U.S. Senate Committee on Communication to say just that. Mr. Rogers argued that his show could help children understand that feelings are mentionable and manageable will have done a great service for mental health. Without a doubt, these messages are as relevant today as they were back in the 70s. Seniors, I want for you to carry this message with you as you leave MHS. As a kid, I loved every show and have held on to his work well beyond the age of 5. As a dad, I was so excited to introduce my own children to the world of Mr. Rogers. This fall, it was particularly rewarding to start your senior year with our own version of Mr. Rogers through the inaugural episode of Beyond 140 entitled Mr. Skipper's Neighborhood, featuring Mr. Skipper, Sylvia the Squirrel, and of course the king of the banana bread. In the episode, we worked to recreate these same messages with some humor, and as you remember the episode and saw on the screen just moments ago, some very talented acting, portraying these important messages of kindness, empathy, sharing your feelings with others, and supporting your friends. Class of 2019, I ask you back to the idea of being simple and deep as I leave you with my call to action. We need you to live your life with intellect, creativity, innovative thinking, and more importantly, we need you to do so with kindness and empathy toward others. These traits and actions are what will make you strong and great, and in the end, will make our world a better place. It was a tradition of Mr. Rogers when he'd speak at graduation to ask graduates to think of someone who's had a major impact on your life. Someone who's helped you become a better person, student, or friend. Pause for a moment to think of a person who has supported you, cared for you, and maybe cheered you on to this moment. Take a second right now to think about that. Seniors, I turn to you and want to express my thanks to you for how you've positively impacted our school community. I'm grateful for having the chance to be part of your story that you've written over the past 4 years. I've watched you grow and thrive, and at the same time, face challenges and navigate the ups and downs of high school. You've shown other grades in the building that building a legacy is done each day through your positive interactions with others. Personally, you've made me a better person and continually reminded me of what's important in life. You are always the highlight of my day. I will miss your outrageous sense of humor, your school spirit, your talent, your positive outlook, and your zest for the pursuit of the 4 A's. That said, seniors, more than anything, I will simply miss you. We are just moments away from it all coming together. So seniors, it is with great anticipation and excitement of what you will do in the future that I end with a quote from another person who had a huge influence on me, famed actor Leslie Nielsen. And as he said in the Oscar award-winning movie Airplane, class of 2019, we are all counting on you. Seniors, congratulations and thank you. Well done.